Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to Physio Move and Groove. My name is Jeannie, and I'm a physical therapist with over 25 years of experience helping people to move well, feel well, and be well. So I am curious to find out how many of you all here have a wonderful TheraBall hiding somewhere in your room. It is an awesome exercise equipment, but most of us just kind of throw it aside into our closet and we forget about it. Well, I want you to go ahead, pull out that physio ball now, because this is what this week's video is all about. So we are going to be talking about the benefits of using this physio ball. The biggest benefit is you get more bang for your buck when you do your exercise with the physio ball, because it actually makes you have to stabilize and use those balance muscles while you're doing whatever exercise you're using the ball for. So today we're going to be talking about lower extremity exercises for the ball, but tune in next week, then we'll be talking about upper extremity exercises using the ball. So you ready to get started? Do you have your ball? All right, go get that ball and we're going to get started on the floor with our very first lower extremity exercise. Okay. So, very first exercise is called the triple threat. It is my favorite exercise with the TheraBall. We use this one all the time in the clinic. It's basically using your bridge exercises in 3 different ways in order to use that stability ball to work the balance at the same time. So first step you're going to do, your legs are going to be straight, toes up in the air, and you're just going to be squeezing those glutes, squeezing those abs, and coming up and down. Now, the important thing here to realize is you're not using your hands. So if you find you're cheating using your hands, I want you to fold your hands on your belly so that you don't cheat. You're also not pushing through the elbows. You really want your glutes to do the work. So that's the very first exercise of the triple threat. The next exercise that you're going to do, you're going to come up and then you're actually going to roll the ball towards you. Now, to be really challenging, which I know you all want a real challenge, you're going to keep your butt up the whole time. Now, if this is too much of a challenge for you, you can roll, straighten, and then come back down. And then reset again, tightening those abs, squeezing those glutes, and pulling up towards you, straightening it back, and then coming back down. So you choose your poison, whichever one you like, but I encourage you to try to challenge yourself to be able to do the 10 straight in a row. The last part of the triple threat, you're going to pull the ball in nice and close. Your feet are on the ball, and then you're going to bridge up and come back down. Bridge up, come back down. Again, you're tightening those abs, you're squeezing those glutes, and you're going to come up and down, and you're going to try to do 10 to 15 of all 3 of those exercises. So there's your triple threat. Second favorite exercise you're going to do is actually bridging off of the ball. So you're going to start by sitting on the ball. And then you're going to actually pull your abdominal muscles in and you're going to walk yourself all the way out. So that your head and your shoulders are supported on the ball. Now what you want to do is pull your abs in, squeeze those butt cheeks together, and you are going to hold this position for 10 seconds. I want you to squeeze those butt cheeks together like you got a $100 bill in between them. You do not want to let go of that $100 bill. So make sure you squeeze as tight as you can for 10 seconds, which is a really long time. So no counting by 2s. You got to count nice and slow. And then you're going to bring it back down. And then you're going to repeat that again. Pull those abs in, squeeze those glutes, squeeze them as hard as you can, 10-second hold. And you're going to try to see if you can do 10 of them. Just 1 set at first. You can work your way up to 2 sets. All right, folks. So the next exercise is one that's pretty commonly done, often called a bird dog exercise, but you can start with just kicking your legs back as a glute strengthening exercise. So you're going to get yourself over top of your ball now, and what you're going to do is find your pelvic neutral position. Now this is a position that I talk about in one of my other videos that you can refer to, which is core strengthening for low back pain. But it's how to find that neutral pelvis position, which is really the position you want to do any core strengthening exercise in. So you're going to find that position. So it's not a big arch. It's not really pulled in. It's right in between. And then what you're going to do is just simply kick your leg out. So this is a great glute strengthening exercise. You want to make sure you do not rotate your pelvis. You keep it nice and stable and nice and straight. Now, if you want to get a little spicy with your exercise, you can actually add on the opposite arm. Now, when you start to do this, we get a little bit more of those back extensors kicking in, but our core has to be strong so we don't roll off the ball. So that is definitely an added benefit of that one. So just like that, again, you can try 2 sets of 10 of these exercises. And we got one more exercise to go, which is super beneficial if you have difficulty being able to do a wall squat or even a squat in itself. You can use the ball for assistance. Okay, so now for another favorite exercise of mine, you're going to take your big stability ball and you're going to put it behind your back. This is a really beneficial way for the ability to be able to do wall squats with the assistance of the ball. So it's really good even if you have knee problems because it helps you to be able to squat without hurting your knees. So put the ball behind your back. You want to make sure your feet are pretty far in front of you and wider apart so that you don't end up getting those knees going over top of your toes. And then you're simply going to slide yourself down and squat. So you can see that my knees are not over top of my toes. My back is actually, I'm hinging from my hips as I go down, and then I'm going to come back up and I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks together, which is really going to work those glutes at the same time. So super beneficial. If it's hard for you to squat on your own, you can use the ball to help you. It also helps you to make sure that you're not bringing those knees over top of your toes. Now, if you want to be, again, a little bit spicy with this one, you can put weights in your hand, you can put a band around your legs, or you can even hold this position, which will really get those quads and those glutes working. But again, you have the assistance of the ball to help you to make sure that you have good posture while you're doing the exercise. And then you're going to come on back up, squeeze those glutes when you do that. You're going to try to do 2 sets of 10 of these. All right, so now I'm going to just wrap up and review what we just learned. Okay, so there you have it, folks, 4 simple exercises that you can use your stability ball for, including our triple threat, my favorite exercise of the 4, and then your bridges over the ball, and we've got our bird dogs over the ball, and then our wall slides. Really simple, so make sure that you go ahead and give those a try. And then I really encourage you all to also subscribe to my channel because it really does encourage me to keep making these awesome videos for you all, as well as like, and please give me comments. I've noticed some people are starting to give me a lot more comments, and I really enjoy getting the comments to see what works for you, what doesn't work, or some ideas of what you want me to cover, because again, that simply just makes my heart smile. So as you know, usually I dance my way out of here, but it's kind of hard to do that on the ball. I wish I had one of those little things. Any of you remember as a kid that you could jump along? Can't do that. So I'm just going to bounce my way, do a little bit of dancing here. So thanks again for tuning in, and tune in next Friday so you can catch how to use the stability ball on the upper extremity. I'll see you all next week.